road doing about 50, and I'm not going too fast, but 50 is plenty for what's about to happen. So I'm doing about 50 mile an hour, and next thing I know, I don't even recognize that anything has entered my vehicle. I don't recognize that I'm about to be tagged by a murder hornet on my lower back, so I can't even, swat it away or anything like that. I'm driving. Anywho, so he hits me, tags me in the back, and if anybody's ever been got by one of them murder hornet things, dude, that bad boy is about 2 inches long, give or take, and anywho, so he hits me good, and oh shit, the only thing I can do, because I'm driving, is use my other hand, reach back, grab hold of my clothing, right, and squeeze whatever it is that just got me, and don't let it go, because now I need to ensure that it doesn't get me again, so I can get off the road. So, slam on the brakes and swing that bad boy off the road, jump out of a rolling truck, and, rip my shirt off, and sure enough, man, big old red dot, he got me. And anyway, in the midst of that, so why does that matter? I realized, in that particular moment, it was a little bit of a storm that I had to go through, right? And even if I couldn't realize it in the moment, God had gave me the ability to control that vehicle, get it off the road safely, not harm anyone else, or myself further. And so, yeah, you never know what's going to happen. And I'm not saying that God caused that. I'm not saying, anything of that. But we never know what's going to happen in life, right? And it has served me well to find a connection with a power greater than me, so that when I face times of trials or tribulations, I can lean into that more. Now, that doesn't mean that things just magically go away, or things are going to go the way I want them to. No, it just means that I now have fuel, right? A little more fuel to handle or approach situations that I may not have approached before, or even things that I have, and not cause any further issue, try to make it better. Okay, so that's going to be a pause on the Hornet story. Now, my little man the other day, so he's out playing in the field, and let him go a little further than normal, so I could do some paperwork. Not so I could do paperwork, but as I was doing paperwork, I let him run a little further away, still in eyesight, but a little further away than I had been doing. Anyway, so he starts to holler out. Now, mind you, I know that he's going to get scared from certain things, and so I don't want to go to his rescue too quick. I want him to be able to handle and see that, hey, he himself can handle these things if he needs to, but also that, hey, if it's too much, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna find a way no matter what. And sure enough, he starts making some noise, not screaming or crying yet, but making some discomfort noise. So I'm like, okay, let me start making my way towards him. Let me go ahead and put a little pep in my step to get over to him. He was probably 100 yards, give or take, away. And mind you, it's a flat field, so yeah, I can see a few hundred yards around him. There's nothing, approaching him or any concerns or anything of that nature. He's just in a big old nicely mowed open field, enjoying himself as a kid. Anyway, so as I'm making my way, I'm not running or anything, but I'm trying to get to him a little bit quick, in the sense of I think he's just uncomfortable at that current moment. But then, as any of you parents have dealt with, there's that certain level of discomfort or cry that a child makes that just flips a switch in you. It's not a decision made. It's pretty wild, honestly. I've experienced the same thing when it came to putting my life on the line to take care of other people or help other people. So I know that little switch, right? And so anyway, so I'm making my way to him, and he makes that little bit of a cry and dance that something just happened. And so that switch flips and I take off, right? I'm in steel-toe boots, just chopping across 100 yards, full sprint. and scoop him up, and I don't see anything. There's no snakes or anything on the ground, and you'd be able to see. What it ended up being was a little bee, a honeybee, or something of that nature, smaller sting site, got him in the foot. And it's my fault. I should have been closer, so that way I could have been aware of, if there's anything on the ground that could have caused him any problems. A lesson in that is to keep him closer, but also a lesson in that is, I need to be prepared, and I need to continue to, what's the word I'm looking for? Stay vigilant, yes. Stay vigilant and ensure that my son, I don't want to shelter him, but make sure he doesn't have unnecessary problems. Anyway, so in closing, summary of all of this is that as I go through these courts again and again and again, now my next final quote-unquote court date for sentencing is going to be on the 10th, so 5 more days from today. I'm dealing with a ton of stuff. As it'll come out in time, a ton of stuff. But I just want to give glory back to God, because regardless of what I'm going through, He's keeping me fueled with faith. He's keeping me on this side of the rocks. No matter what I'm dealing with, I'm still making solid progress in business and growth and expansion and becoming a better man myself, even if I don't see it in the moment. So summary of all of this, don't underestimate the things you go through in life. Try to see them as to be more than just a happening, but maybe a part of the season that's going to help you become your next level, right? Or reach your next level that you need to be at. I've had so many doors get closed in my face, and I'm not bitter. Nowadays I'm seeing it more along the lines of trying to be appreciative that, for all the no's means that I'm getting closer to solid yeses. As long as my purpose, my mission, what I'm trying to do is legit, right? Yeah. I'm not trying to fuck anyone over, so it's going to become more and more and more. It's going to continue to grow more and more and more. Anyway, so I say all this to say, well, I just want to kind of give glory to God, even through the storm I'm dealing with. Just find some things to say, hey man, God's got us, one way or another. For now, I'm going to go work on some songs just to finish them out. It's helping getting things out of my head. And then I'll work on some other parts of the store and follow up with some clients and things of that nature. But anyway, y'all stay blessed for now. And until next time, peace.